Okay, I came across this game. This is basically a free game, and it's called The World of Guns, or World of Gun Disassembly, I think, or World of Guns, something like that. Anyway, there's a checklist for it. You can fire them, hit that rack, as well as change out that clip. Of course, it shows you custom grips, but that's one pair I prefer actually. Pearl, metal. So, you're probably figuring, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. But, let's think about this for a second, because this is a free game, mind you. There's really nothing illegal about it. So, let's take a look at it for a moment. So, we take a look at our little gun here and check some of these features out that we can do in this game. Now, even though this is a Colt 1911, I've already had my time in with one. So I'll tell you right now, everything that's going on in here that you see happening is pretty much how this gun actually comes apart for real. Isn't that extraordinary? Now, so if you were doing a field strip is where you strip it down and clean it. So this is all you need to do. So, and I know from my personal experience with this, everything they just did is absolutely correct. Learning anything? Now we'll just go ahead and take that puppy and put it back together. And the cool part is if there's another part that has to go in first before something else, it won't assemble. See, I'll show you what I mean. Now we'll go ahead and try to slide this in. See how it just blinks? Because this plunger is used for the locking on this clip that's in the front of the barrel. That's why. So the shaft, the entire action assembly has to be put in. This is the locking pin that has to be put in. Because as you can see, you cannot install this. Because this has to be secured. And now the retaining springs go in. Now we'll put our clip in. Now it's done. See how that worked? So if you had this gun and you didn't know what to do with it, but you had this game, you can actually use it as a guide on how to service this gun. Because everything I just did in this game is 100% accurate to how all the parts are supposed to disassemble in order. It's just that you push this in, flip this over, and this side here just pretty much you turn it upward and it pops out. So yeah, isn't that extraordinary? I've never seen a game like this before. So take this thing for example. Now, I have never in my life ever used it or dealt with this gun, but I understand the basis on how it fires. Because this here is for the safety, this is a magazine clip release. So the basis to make this thing work, and since I have fired off a rifle, and it just seems like when it comes to weapons and stuff, they're just like second nature to me. For me to be able to use this would be very simple. But I've never disassembled it. To me, looking at this thing, I wouldn't begin to even know how it comes apart. So I couldn't even explain to you. I know by looking at the outside of it that this is used as a gas charge return. It has to be, because I do not see any other functionable piece for this top part to be on. So really, when I look at the gun, even though this is based off of the German designed weapon, the MP44, I still just don't see any other use for this except for a gas charge return. Because you can see it's vented through here, so it's hollow on the inside of this. Other than that, there's nothing else I can really tell you about it. So, let's examine this for a second. So here we go. A fully disassembled AK-47. And in this game, I have field stripped down the Colt 45, which is the 1911. It's just 1911 because that was the year it was made, when it was designed. So, since that was correct, I really don't see where this one would be make-believe at all. This is probably just as correct. So if I had one of these and I didn't know how it came apart, I'm very sure this is going to show me the correct way to assemble it. And there we go. So think about that. If I had gotten this weapon and I didn't know how to do all that, this free game just taught me, and I could use it as a guide. Isn't that interesting? I think so.